Hey everybody, Parasite here. I'm making this video just to show off my DIYs and um, maybe give people inspiration on ideas they can do with their stuff. And before I get into anything, I feel like within the punk community, there's a really bad problem with people making fun of other people's DIYs. You know, you'll see people online, they'll post a picture of some pants or something they made, and it doesn't have any bands on it. It'll have just like a little anarchy sign or something, and maybe it's, poorly sewn or poorly painted and whatnot. And then you'll see so many people, though, clowning them for it and being like, oh, well, this isn't punk at all. Where's the bands? Where's the bands? What a shitty design, this, that, and the third. But that's completely abandoning the ethics, I feel like, of the community, because, like, who cares? Just because, when has punk been about the way you look, anyway? When has subculture ever been about the way you look? Punk is about the music and the values, and any punk will tell you that. Cat's on camera. Any punk will tell you that. So, for people to sit there and belittle other people because they're not dressed the way they want them to be dressed, or their DIYs aren't punk enough for them, what's the deal? You know what I mean? Like, just because they don't have any bands on their pants or on their jacket or whatever, you don't know them, you don't know what they do in their personal time. They very well probably do listen to the music. Not everybody has the ability to make these designs. Not everybody knows how to sew. Not everybody knows how to make stencils. Not everybody has even the resources to make things like this. And I know punk is, then there's the argument of, well, punk's accessible. Yes, punk is accessible, but not everybody has those things. You know what I mean? Like, for a long time, I didn't know how to sew. I had no idea how to sew. And even to this day, my sewing is shitty. Sorry about that. Somebody came in. Where was I? Oh, yeah. Like, all the patches I've gotten are from people who have made them online and stuff like that, or I've gotten them at shows, stuff like that. I can't fucking paint. I can't paint. I can barely sew, and these are things that growing up I never did any of that stuff. And how are people going to expect? Now it's something I'm learning, and like I definitely promote people learning these things, and I do think people should learn how to do all these things and learn to DIY their stuff and learn the various ways they can DIY, but not everybody knows how, And also, regardless, it's ridiculous to assume someone should have to look the same way as you. Okay? Like, you don't know what's going on in their lives, you don't know who they are, etc. But on to the actual DIYs. Enough of the ranting. First things first, I'm going to show off is my jacket. I think it's pretty much finished. I need to work with the studding a little more, but like I don't plan on painting anything on here because I don't paint. But I mean, I might eventually work something out. And but these are 77 studs. I got them off Studs and Spikes, I believe. And this leather jacket I've had for a long time. It was. And then these pins I actually got at a local seller. I'll link his Etsy in the bio. And yeah, I got it at a show. It was like a punk rock flea market, and they were selling like a bundle. I got Racist Lives Don't Matter, Ramones, Palestine, Crass, and then The Damned, and there's Lemmy right there. And yeah, this jacket is something I wear a lot, I don't, like I said, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep adding to it or not. I've had this thing for years. I just finished it pretty recently, though, like a month or two ago. And it's something dear to me. I wear it all the time, like I said. Now, another sort of top thing would be this, which is a vest I made. Now, this doesn't, here, in fact, I'll put it on just a second. Now, this is one I did paint on. I have TSOL on it. The camera might be flipped, I'm not quite sure. I got GBH on it. This can either be X, I figured this can either represent X the band, because I like them, or Straight Edge. And then I have, excuse me, and then I have Crass on the back. Here, let's see if I can maneuver around where you can see it. And this is an example of something that I will argue is accessible, because this vest was a denim jacket that belonged to my girlfriend, but she got it for free from where her mom used to work, and then it didn't really fit her, so she gave it to me. I cut the sleeves off, made it a vest, and then I think it costed me like $5. I was at Walmart. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna start. So I went to Walmart. I picked up a little thing of white paint, fabric paint, a pack of brushes. No, I think it was just a brush. And then these little letter stencils that were like $1. And then, yeah, I got home that very night, I got home, just started painting, and now I have this. You know, it's not the most intricate thing, but it's cool looking, and it is a testament to, it is not very difficult to make DIYs. Now, of course, you know, to keep on ranting, people probably won't like this, because people like to pick on anything that doesn't look like those internet crusties you see, you know. Moving on, we have my patch pants, crust pants, whatever. You see, the back is not finished, not anywhere near finished, but just to overview some of the bands, I didn't make a base layer. I'm like making a base layer over top my patches that are already there, but which I think is perfectly fine. It looks cool anyway. Like, see, like, it still looks cool, like, but I got Days and Days on here, Dead Kennedys, Crass, Doom, Discharge, Battery. This patch is like fading. That's one of the first patches I put on here. Chaos UK, We the Heathens, Descendants, Wingnut Dishwashers Union, Mischief Brew, rest in peace, Dirt, Black Flag, Barefoot Dirty and Free, that's Sister Wife Sex Strike, Ramones, I got a peace sign, Littlefoot, and then I only have 3 more on the back here. I got Iggy Pop, Minor Threat, and Bad Brains. Now, like I said, sewing wise, it varies, the stitching on here, because when I first started sewing, it was sewing on this, so that has my newest sewing on it, that has my oldest sewing on it, so some patches are better sewn than others. And like I said, none of those patches I made. Some of them I got at shows, like the Descendants patch I got from this guy. He was sitting there screen printing patches at this, what do you call it, at this punk market. And then same for the Sister Wife Sex Strike, I got that one at one of their shows. And then some of the other ones, I can't remember exactly where I got all of them. Various stores, like on eBay and stuff like that. There's tons of people that make patches. Oh, and then there's places like Angry Young and Poor, that's what it's called. Angry Young and Poor sells a lot of cool stuff. And so I got a couple of these patches from there. I think Studs and Spikes sells patches too. But there's tons of places you can get patches if you don't know how to do stencils or anything like that, and you're willing to pay. You're in a position where you can, and you know, especially if it's like a smaller business that's making them, like most of these were. I'm sure all of them. Oh, Punk with a Camera too. They sell patches. You're supporting people just trying to make a living, just like you and me. So I don't see anything wrong with buying patches from people, as long as it's not some big corporation or something you're buying them from. I don't see a problem. But that's really all the DIYs I have. I've made a couple of shirts, but nothing really special. Just like it'll usually just say the name of the band on the front, and that's it. I have a Crash shirt I made. It's in the same font as this. I made it around the same time as my vest, so it's like a font like this, but it's it says Crass on the front, and then on the back it says Fight War Not Wars. So yeah, those are all the DIYs I have at the moment that I can think of. And I hope this video, well, one, I ranted so much at the beginning, so I hope that sticks with a lot of people. Because, I was even at a point where I was like that, where when I was starting to evolve out of, starting to get more into the DIY, and then I'd see people online, and like I remember I showed my girlfriend a pair of pants that somebody had once that was like that, and I was like, oh my gosh, look at these. And then she was like, what's wrong with them? That question stuck with me, because then I sat there and I thought, huh, you know what I mean? Like, if you actually sit there and question yourself about why you feel that way towards these certain things, there's no reason. It's just dogmatic, And I feel like that's one of the big things punk is supposed to be, is fighting dogma and fighting, just unnecessary hatred, unnecessary disdain. You know what I mean? So, yeah. So I hope that all stuck with people, and then I also hope that maybe seeing my DIYs will inspire somebody to make their own, But that's all I got for today's video. Alright. So, goodbye, y'all.